Hello, it's Pro Trainer 7 and here I am with another video. In this video I'll be explaining why Pokémon Legends Arceus is almost the perfect Pokémon game. With Pokémon Legends Arceus being out for the better part of a year now, I feel it's now time to share my thoughts on the feelings on the game. It has to be said, I do like the look of Sinnoh's ancient past. Well, a couple of centuries back anyway. I've had a good long time to think about this, so without further ado, let's crack on. Let's start with this feature first. One of the things I was hoping for this game is that it'll be a complete open world. But through later interviews with Game Freak, I was proved wrong. But I'm kind of glad of that because we've got multiple smaller open little map areas. Such as the Obsidian Fields, which is an open grassland covering their many hills. Also the Crimson Marshlands, which is an open marshland with many hazards, including dangerous Pokemon. The Cobalt Coastlands, which is one of my favourite areas in the game. Just on the edge of the east of Sinnoh, which is, well, in this game it's called Hisui. Overlooking a vast sea area with a volcano in the background. I find this area is just to be beautiful and really good. It's good to see that Game Freak utilised the hardware of the Switch to make these games look gorgeous. It's almost like you're looking at an anime. In previous Pokemon titles, you had to go to the shop to buy Pokeballs, and also their more stronger forms, the Great Ball and the Ultra Balls. In this game, you don't do that. You can only buy the Pokeball from the shop, but out in the wild, you get to develop your own Pokeball sort of thing. Not your own personal ones, but you get given recipes as you progress through the game, where you make obviously the classic Pokeball, Great Ball and Ultra Ball, but also you get the Heavy Ball. But there you get the stronger versions of that, which are the Leading Balls and the Gigaton Balls, which are like the Great Ball, Ultra Ball equivalent. But exclusive to this game, you also get the Feather Ball, and also the Wing Ball and the Jet Ball. Now, to get stronger balls like this, you obviously get given recipes, but the more you rank up, the better the recipes are to get these new types of Pokeballs. And I think that's a very good, nice little addition to this game. So you can make them on the move, so you don't have to visit any shops or anything. I hope they carry this over to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, to be honest, because it's a nice little feature. There is one drawback to this, but that's if you're completely unprepared. As you go around your map looking for the materials to find these, obviously you find the apricorns in the trees and stuff. But you also find these rocks, which you can contain with the tumblestones, well, the necessary tumblestones, and the iron, which helps you upgrade your Pokeball, basically. You don't upgrade you. So let's talk about the catch mechanics in this game. In Legends Arceus, you don't need to initiate the battle in order to capture a Pokemon. Whereas in past games you had to initiate the battle in order to capture them. But in Legends Arceus you don't need to do that. You can basically just throw a Pokeball and hope for the best. But you can also get items throughout the game that you can use to stun, which also helps to capture your Pokemon as well, because if you're stunned, it makes them less likely to fight back. But also, one other thing that I like to say, especially when you're just out and about and you mind your own business, sometimes you can spot a sleeping Pokemon. You could just thought, you know what, I'm going to capture that. So you just lob a Pokeball at it and capture it, which also increases the chances of a successful capture. So you just don't, well, I call it Pokemon Go in it. I coined that phrase. But there's one other thing that I forgot to mention in the crafting Pokeballs bit. It's not only Pokeballs you can craft in this game, you can also craft medicines from items that you find out and about, and you get recipes for these too. But also stunning items like the sticky orb and stuff, and you can create a smoke bomb, which it helps mask your location from the Pokemon that are looking for you. But as you level up through the game, you get access to these recipes, and it just adds a lot of depth to the gameplay, which has been needed in the Pokemon game for a while, because it's been pretty much stagnant for the past over 20 years. But let's mention the elephant in the room, which is the battle mechanics of this game. Battling in Pokemon is the kind of bread and butter of it. It's sort of like the other part of it, like the capturing. But what I like to see in this game, is changed differently. You've got 2 new gimmicks in this game, which is when your Pokemon can master a move, it gets a strong style and agile style, which basically makes him, well, start with a strong style first, which basically does what exactly it says on the tin. It makes you move stronger, but also you lose 2 PP, and also you also lose timing of it, because it makes you move slower, but you get a much better whack out of it. Now the agile style is kind of the opposite of that, where you use 2 PP anyway, but your attacks move quicker. So in essence, if you do attack, now let's say for example you do Aqua Jet, which I like using with my Samurott, that gives you 3 chances to attack in the turn. So if you use agile style quite a lot, obviously you lose PP, but it gives you more chance to attack in each turn as you battle. But also mentioning that you are visible on the battlefield, and say like if you're standing away in the battle, you get hit. You don't lose any health or anything, but you do get hit, you do get knocked on your backside a bit. But another side of the battle of it is before you go into battle. Every Pokemon doesn't have in this game, they don't have IVs and EVs anymore. They have something what they're called by, it's not individual values. The new mechanic is called effort levels. The effort levels are basically increased by grit dust, grit gravel, grit pebbles, or grit rocks. These can help you increase your Pokemon's effort levels. So the more you use it, the stronger it is, but it does have a limit up to 10. So when you use it, it makes your Pokemon stronger, which kind of makes it look a bit weird when you play. If you have the same Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield, for example, like Decidueye, for example, his stats look totally different in Arceus than what they do in Pokemon Sword and Shield. But it is a nice little addition. It just makes it a bit easier to access, and with competitive battling getting easier to access all the time, with the introduction of bottle caps and mints, it's just a nice little gimmick just for this sole game. But like all games, Legends isn't perfect. It's almost perfect, but it's not perfect, I'll be honest. But there's a couple of things that I don't like about it. There's no connectivity to other players, so we can, explore these new battle mechanics. Where Pokemon has been traditionally a multiplayer game, so you can connect to, so you can play with other people, especially friends and in tournaments or whatever. But one of the things I really hate is Pokemon like Paris and Luxio and Luxray. They attack you without even no provocation at all. They just look at you and they come for you. But that'll probably explain, simulates what a wild animal will do in real life, especially something like if you're out and about in the wilds of Africa, or something like a lion coming attacking you. Like, it won't attack you, it'll do a mock charge first, it'll warn you first, unless it's hungry. But anyway. But my conclusion to this game is this. It is awesome. It's probably one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played, and you can see that Game Freak are going in the right direction with this title. Well, this series of titles, basically. and with Pokemon Legends Arceus being out in less than a year, and we get another new title in November, it kind of makes you think that are Game Freak rushing these out. But with Legends Arceus being out now, to me, it doesn't show that they have been. I think they've been in a development process for a while, and I think they've got a number of projects going all at once. But this is probably one of the best Pokemon games I've played in years. I love Sword and Shield, don't get me wrong, but once you've played Arceus, it does seem a lot more open and more flexible, especially your playable character, when you can hide in bushes and hiding in the grass to capture Pokemon and stuff. It just seems more, yeah, it feels more like a proper Pokemon game, how it should be going, especially in that direction. And if you're a fan of this franchise, it is a must to play if you haven't played it yet. It is beautiful, especially with the Switch's limited hardware. I absolutely love this game to bits. I had no idea why the Pokemon Company thought it'd be a good idea to release Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I bought the game, but it's not that great. It's great for those who never played Diamond and Pearl, but yeah, you don't really need to play them. But I think Legends Arceus is, for now, up until when Scarlet and Violet release, probably the best Pokemon game on the Switch, easy. Right, I think that concludes my video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.